Okay, back out in the rowing field. It's 4 weeks since I was last out, would you believe? Sorting things out with my son's flat and other bits and pieces to do, so the detective had to take a sideline. So we're back out in the rowing field and it's been ploughed and rolled. He's going to power harrow this very soon. The reason I'm having to do that is because the ground's so hard and dry. Normal harrowing that he does just won't touch it really. Just great lumps of soil still kicking about, so he wants to get a good seed bed in here. So I'll get in here and head to the rowing patch, and hopefully the Equinox that we've got here today with the Super Blues can winkle out some nice little rowings. And I think we're due a Celtic as well out of here. Well, there are a few of them that I've had out of here over the years, but you never know. So let's get out there and let's get dusty today. Certainly not going to get muddy. Well, a few steps. First find a shaped bit of lead. Looks like a shield with a line down the middle of it, all folded. So we'll see, straighten that out. Might be something or nothing, but you never know. Well, the first little bit of Roman bronze, and look at the size of that. That's just a fragment of a coin. Probably about a quarter of it. Tiny. Looks like I'm going to be busy with this Equinox in here. Looks like a nice little zoomorphic strap end there. Little head you can just see on the tip there. Signals keep ticking along. Looks like we got a buckle. Big banging signal. Don't think it's an old one though. Probably off a bit of a modern harness. But, still finds in here, and we keep finding them. I'll just put the spade in and spotted that in the crack there. Looks like a button. Yeah, it's another button. Lines are slowly ticking over, but as I expected in this Roman patch, I've hammered it well over the last 30 years, but there's still stuff turning the plough up, some more bits come. Well, I just kicked this soil over and this caught my eye. Looks like we've got another Roman ring bezel. Got one here last time. Yeah, it looks to be a stone in it at one time, just there. Yeah, another little ring bezel, or broken ring. And, Equinox is certainly finding the small stuff, that's for sure. Well, just a boot scrape, and we got our first little Roman. Little bronzy. See what's on it. Just pick the head there. Looks like a late 200s, early 300s one. Normally Constantine period, Crispus, that sort of age. Now this is something I've never seen in this field. It's a pot this big. Look at the size of that. Those two bits have just been broken by the harrow. See, it's all in little bits, so fresh broken. There's some more of it there. Look at the size of the rim on that. That's a huge pot. That must be about 2 foot, 3 foot diameter. I don't know what age it is. Probably Roman, looking at the size of it. Wonder what was in that. Let's keep our eyes peeled for a bit more of this, and maybe a bit of roof tile or something, because I'm convinced there's another villa around here somewhere. It says we're right between two others and it's the only water source nearby, so hopefully we can find a few more bits and pieces. Well, if there's one drawback with Equinox, it's this. That tiny little pinhead. You just see this little round one. Absolutely tiny. So probably about eighth of an inch if that. It's such a clear, sweet signal as well, so I don't think I'm going to miss anything today. Well, a few more steps and I found some more of this pot. There's loads of it around here. Obviously it's this year's really deep ploughing's brought this up. Never know, there could be something else around here. Well guys, on ground cam, just a boot scrape away and something's just appeared there. I'm hoping it's a hammy. But it's not. Oh, it's another flaming button. Let me go in then. Well, it's been hard work today. It's had been doing this patch for the last 30 odd years, and it's getting to be very little found. This is the original Roman patch we're in. Found this last year. It was hard work. We did get a few bits and pieces last year, but like I said, the Romans never get replaced, so I'll just have to go and tackle the mound next time, I think. Let's see what we can get. Well, looks like we got our first musket ball of the day. Just a little one, so that's probably one of the more modern ones. Probably 18th, 19th century, that one. Little rule of thumb is the smaller they are, the more modern they tend to be. It's when you get the whacking great big ones, you know, they're the 1600s ones from the Brown Bess. Yeah, again, another little tiny disc appears. The size of that. Tiny little thing. I think it's just again, just a little button. Getting a bit weary now, the signals are getting fewer and fewer. Is that a button? Yeah, I think it's a button. No more Romans, strange that. We got the first ones in more or less the first run. Oh, this one. Cleaning up, as I'm cleaning up this one, it might be something else. Let me just give it a little rub. Well, it is. It's a little minim. I thought it was a button at first, just the crud that was on it. I was cursing it. But then, a little minim appears. Well, sun's gone down fast. Looks like we've got a halfpenny of some sort. Probably a George 1, 2 or 3. I think I'll go for George 2 on this one. Can't really see that much on it. But coming to the end. It's been a hard work day again. Well, it's happened again. Nothing, and then all of a sudden one after the other. There's a bit of lead in between the last one and this one, but it's another one with the little 2 standing figures on it. Got the head on the back there. Probably early 300s, 350, somewhere around that one. Well, we're in the gold now and got a nice little weight here. Not sure if it's a steel yard weight or a loom weight. I'll probably go for a steel yard weight. The shape of it, the conical shape. I've got the pin in the top there. It could be Roman. Well, I just dug a bit of lead there and I just put the coil down and got a back belting signal. And it looks like there's another coin just here. It's been brought up with a harrow by the looks of things. Well, it's a button. Yeah, that power harrow's just been through here. It's really fluffy soil now, so it's just this easy to dig, you just scuff it with your boot. Ideal conditions. Still very, very dry though and dusty. He's not going to be seeding this for a while. Well, we're well into the golden hour and we've not done an unveiling today because the soil's been so crumbly. All the fines have just been lying there on the top, but this one's actually in a little clump. You see the edge of him there. I reckon we've got another little Roman here. Let's open him up. Try and get him out when he's still in the clump. There we go. Yeah, looks like another little Roman. No impression for Neil though. And those of you starting to shout at me, don't rub the coin, don't rub the coin. These are just worthless, these Roman coins. Just clean them off for a little bit just to see what they are. Oh, heads up that way. That's a different emperor for a change. Not sure who that one is. It's on the front. There's one of the deities, I think, on the front there. Well, another little Roman from the Roman patch. Equinox is winkled and well and amongst all the iron because it's just full of iron. But centuries and centuries of occupation in this area. It's still coming out, that's the main thing. Well, no digging for this one, just lying on the top. Looks like a jetton. Very, very fragile. Very, very thin, as you can see. Thin that is. Be careful with that one, try to clean that. But I think it's definitely a gin. Still in the golden hour, and the fines still keep coming out. Well, a few more steps, another boot scrape, another little Roman. It bashed up this one. These are the ones that, with your older E-Tracks and your Explorers, they come in the bottom left corner normally. This is sort of like light beigey coloured bronze. I think it was debased or something back in the age. Well, that's a second one. Well into the Roman patch now. I could hear that one going off next on the machine. We've got a little Roman minion right next to the coil. I just got the button there. Just moved the coil to one side and this little minion was there. Just sat in the soil next to the coil. Hey, that rhymes. Well, I've been chasing around the dirt for the last 5 minutes trying to find this signal, and it's just there. You can hear the probe just going off. Looks like we've got a cut quarter. We have. Get in. The little hammy. God, this Equinox certainly finds the tiny stuff. Is that a cut quarter or is that a broken one? Tiny, whatever it is. It's hammered. What? That's the main thing. So do. Hammy time. Get in. Well, there we go. Last find of the day is a little watch winder. That's definitely not Roman. We've had not a bad little day today. It's started off quick, slowed right down the next 2 and a bit hours, and then picked up again at the end. So I'll catch up with you guys at the review. Well, as the sun's going down, it's the deepest one I've found so far with the Equinox. That probe is a good 4 or 5 inches below the surface, and got a Georgia 5th penny. Nice little signal. Knew it was there. Well, it just shows the Equinox does go deep. People say they're just getting shallow finds with it. No, it's a good condition as well, right down there. So that's me done for the day now. Let's get off home. Catch up with you guys at the review. 1936 penny. Hi guys, it's Mal. Welcome to the review after a topsy-turvy day on the Roman field. It's been ploughed and it's refreshed it all. And you can see that with the finds. I just went down to that newish area down in the valley there. And it just gone mad. This must be over 100 signals I've dug today. A lot of it trash and junk and bits of wire and you name it, it's there. Lots of tiny little bits of lead down there as well. And these things, they drive you mad. You think you've got a hammered coin and tiny little bits of foil tops, about the size of when you take the bit of foil off the top of a toothpaste tube, and look so good in the sun, and you pick them up and you go bum. Ah. So that aside, the pottery I found. Now I've had a good look at this again, and it's definitely not Roman. It's older. I've had a few people look at it, and they reckon it could be Bronze Age stroke Iron Age. It's definitely hand crafted pot. It's not like on a potter's wheel sort of thing. It's all been hand moulded, this, and it's quite crudely made. A few stones and inclusions in it, so that's very encouraging, because I did think that site was any older than Roman and Celtic, sort of like 40 BC upwards, but looks like there's some older stuff around here, so hopefully we'll find a bit more of this next time we're in there. Finds wise, the usual, loads of buttons. You get that because they used to use a lot of clothing, old clothing, used to plough it into the field for the old fertiliser, basically they used it. I think they call that in the northeast shoddy. And there's just over a dozen buttons, bits and pieces of buckles, no whole ones except for the modern one. We got headless soldier or whatever he is, difficult to tell really. Watch winder, musket ball, 3 modern coins, got a strap fitting, that's probably about 15th, 16th century. Got a strap end, that's probably a bit older, maybe 12th, 13th century. Got another ring bezel. Now this one's difficult to date, but the stone's missing and it's broken, but I reckon this one's probably about 16th, 17th century. I don't think it's any older than that. The little steel yard weight, that's probably Roman, looking at the shape and size of that. And Roman coins, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 in the end, I think there is. I think there's 10 there. And a tiny little broken half penny. That's the second one I've got in there. I got one in the last time, got one this time as well. I'll have to see if we can get an ID off that one. The other one I managed to ID, it took a bit of a struggle, but this one's a lot more bashed up, but tiny little signal. Might even be a cut quarter, but I'll have to have a closer look at that and then let you know later on. So overall, that field's amazing. It regenerates itself every time it deep ploughed. Every 4 years, farmer goes in there, he's whacking great plough, pulls all the stuff from the bottom, turns it all over again, and it's rolled perfectly flat, as you saw. I don't know if any hunts will get in there, because I think he's going to try and seed that pretty quickly, because there's a bit of wet weather due in, and so you hope to get that drilled and seeded, ready for that weather coming in there. So subscriber count slowly ticking over again, so thank you to all you new subscribers, thank you to all the old ones. It's your pal Mal signing off from this little review. Happy hunting to you all. Catch you on the next one. Cheers guys.